Hey guys, so here we are. Yesterday, the guys installed the last of the sheet metal that we had for the back side of the house, and they continued to remove some of the metal for the old roof. This morning, they were going to remove the metal from the front side and installed the C3 so the sheet metal for the front side of the house could be installed. However, this morning it was pouring. So it finally stopped about 10 o'clock. The sun kind of came out. It was partly cloudy here and there, and full sun for part of the day. And right now it's partly cloudy, but it's very nice. It's not hot, it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, because it rained till 10, the contractor decided to stay home, which is too bad because it would have been a fantastic day for them to work. It was not hot. It was a very nice breeze, and it would have been perfect. The unfortunate part is since none of us are mind readers and prophets and whatever you want to say, we had no idea if it was going to continue to rain or not. Anyway, so tomorrow they will come. Hopefully it's not raining in the morning. Now, according to the weather forecast, it's going to be a little partly cloudy, a small possibility of rain, but let's hope. Yeah. Okay, so what we've got here is this section here and that section going there. That's where the old roof used to be. That needs to be taken out. This needs to be unscrewed before the metal can be cut. This middle section here needs to be taken out. This 1x2 needs to be taken out. There's another one behind me. That was initially holding the level of this thing. Then that little section there of the old roof, along with this, yeah, that right there, that needs to be taken out. And as you can see, well, it's kind of hard to see, but there, right there, are some little pieces sticking out. They need to be cut. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 still there, and then further down there's 2 more. So yeah, anyway, as you can see here, it's a big difference from the level of the new roof to the old roof there. Yeah. And then after all that's done, there needs to be some support put in, like you have that going down there. There should be another one here. It doesn't have to be every single one of them, but maybe from the center beam up to that one that goes across right there. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And then of course here you need this kind of thing here where you have some C3 going across so the ceiling can be installed. yeah. But it's slowly getting by, and that back roof right now is about a little bit over half of where the house, and that was 23 sheets. So probably another 23 sheets going down the other way. Yeah. So hopefully tomorrow we don't get any rain like that, and they can come in and work. Yeah. All right. We'll see what tomorrow brings. See ya. Okay, so here's the end of the day, and they've got all the sheets on both sides. So today they will work on removing all this metal here from the old roof and frame the two little roofs that are over the front entrance and the driveway. Now these guys are something else, but they wanted to leave all this stuff here because, well, it's going to support the roof. No, it's not. It's just sitting here adding weight, and their logic was, well, if they need more C3 at the other end, I can just go buy some. And I said, no. They wanted to leave this 2x4 here because it's providing support for the ceiling down below, and it's not. That C3 will provide some, but this needs to go. Now they need to add here, on top of this C3, they need to add a C3 going across. That will provide support. And then the same thing here. Between this C3 and that C3, they need to add one to provide support. Yeah, and then the other thing I told them is I wanted all this stuff out of here. And they said, yes, 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 we're going to do it at the end. But to me, it just seems easier to do it as they're going, but no. And I don't care. It's up to them. They do it now or later, but when they're done, I want all this stuff cleaned up. What they were doing before is any screw that they removed, they were just dropping it on top of here. I put a stop to that. As you can see here, you've got this and this C3 with a 1x1 here in the middle. They wanted to leave it there. No. Take it out. It's doing absolutely nothing. Now what I do want them to do is I want them to put from the bottom of here, I want them to put a C3 coming up to here to provide support for the roof going up, and it'll press against this center beam here. So yeah. Okay, so this sheet here, according to them, was the fault of the roof not being square, but this should have been pushed down, further down that way, because now it's short at that end. So more than likely, I don't want to talk bad about anybody, but more than likely, because it was right before they went home, They probably started drinking, and yeah. Don't know, but it's a possibility. Here's the other problem with what they said. The building was not square. This 2x4 here is not properly mated to this thing, so that also contributes to that thing being out of whack. Where did it go? Yeah, see how far off that is? That's part of the problem. Okay, so here it is. This is what they did today, is they removed some of the old roof C3. They used it to frame this up here and installed the last of the sheet metal. However, I was not a happy camper yesterday. As you can see, these sheets are off. And it is what it is, and that's where it has to be. Okay, so we're gonna set up this little roof here with the center beam, the ridge, and then they will do this one. They cut all this thing that was sitting on top of the roof. Okay, so what they're doing right now is they're putting together the 2x4 metal that will be the ridge of this little section here. So on this side, it'll go up 1 meter, and because this angles a little bit, that's how it was set up for the old roof. Then on this side over here, it'd probably be 70-80 centimeters hitting back on top of the roof there. And of course, you know, once he sets it on there, we'll see whether it's too flat or whatever. I don't want to match this to the top of the other ridge pole, because it'll just be very steep on this and very high, and there's no need for that. So we'll go up about, we'll probably halfway up the other roof over there on this side. So I think that'll work out fine. Yeah. Yeah, so the other thing is the guy was supposed to be here today after lunch to measure this thing. And he called this morning and said, hey, I've got to go out of town and I won't be there till Monday and blah, blah, blah. I said, send another team. Nope, there is nobody but me. And I don't believe that. So I called the manager and he's coming out here. And will he do something? Who knows? But we got to try anyway and find out what happens, because we have paid a lot of extra money, because every day this metal goes up. And it's been over a month since I tried to order this thing, so the metal would be on the ground when these guys got here. And it would have been so much easier, and nothing would have gotten wet, because they open up a little section, they cover up the section, uncover a section, cover a section all the way down, because the metal is there. But no, that didn't happen because he couldn't do it. Now he has an AutoCAD program. You don't need anything else. How far up and how far to the right and how far to the left, and the AutoCAD program will automatically give you the size of the metal, you know. But nope, couldn't do it. Well, how about the mathematical formula that there is for that? Nope, can't do it either, don't know it. So he wanted the actual frame welded in so he could measure it, you know. And yeah, he's not working with us at all. We originally wanted white, which they had, and because the frame had to be built and this and that, we ended up with gray because that's all they had. And yeah, and the other thing it did is it created a lot of extra work for these guys because they have to take this old shingle off, put up the frame and all that stuff, and then put the shingle back, because otherwise the inside of the house would get wet because it's been raining pretty much every day. So yeah, not good at all. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, so here we are. This rain caught us with our pants down. It came quick. There was hail, there was all kinds of stuff. And it did this. Oy. We'll see if we can get this thing up. If not, oy. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Let's see if I can save it. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, this thing fell, and I had them guys cut all these branches from here because that was just too much weight. So right now I've got them anchored down with this straps, even though it just oh, and by the way, there was wind, rain, and hail coming down. But Woon was here, and I was at the material store buying some more C3 and stuff, so I wasn't here. But we got it back up, and believe it or not, I need to put more water in here to make sure that that dirt settles and it's not catching air. The roots are not catching air. Anyway, we got it up. There was 6 guys and moi, and we managed to get this thing up, and hopefully and God willing it will not die. That would be disastrous because this thing has been in here, what, about 6 years? Yeah, this tree has been in here about 6 years, so yeah, maybe we need to throw a little bit of vitamin in there or something to get better roots. Root stimulator, I don't know. Anyway, okay, getting on to this thing here. Today the guys went under the new roof and removed a whole bunch of the metal from the old roof, and they set up this center ridge going across this way. And yeah, so after all this nonsense about I can't come because I'm going out of town and blah blah blah, I called the manager. He came down and he looked at everything, and then he said he had a meeting and he would be back after lunch. He came back with a guy that was supposed to measure and had said that he was out of town or something. So they came down, they measured. They got me some material for the back, some material for the front, and all the material that's going to form this little roof here. and it was delivered by 5 o'clock. So yeah, so tomorrow hopefully they'll come and they'll be able to put all that stuff up there, because if you look, all of that, the front door. Oh, and because of this here, we got water in the living room, and there's Woon mopping up the water. Got some water into the bedroom in the back. Yeah, if you can see the water there, she's already picked up this water here. And the funny thing is, right before they started working, we hadn't had rain in a long time. And now it's rained every day, with wind, with thunder, with lightning, with hail. Yeah, so what the hell is going on here?
Yes.
Anyway, c'est la vie. Okay, let's see what happens tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย